who did things with local products. So they all buy stuff from France and from Paris, and that was the best. And we thought maybe we can do it in another way, because we have nice lambs, we have nice cows, we have very nice wild mushrooms. So that's where we started, and this is what we're doing 30 years later still.
Yeah. We opened a restaurant on Bonaire. It's called Boer. And then 4 years later we opened also Boer, but it's here in Zwolle, where we are now. And last year we opened also a Boer, but it's on Curaçao. So, and on Bonaire we do have a little more.
That's why we have
things.
this skin.
Yeah.
We're just back from, so we close our restaurant, the Libraia, in 4 or 5 times a year, and then we go to the Caribbean to check everything, to eat, to talk with them. Not with that high prices and everything. So we opened one in the Caribbean, and we opened one in Zwolle. And yeah, it's.
But the concept is just, yeah, of course, good food, good drinks, good service, but easygoing. You know, Libraia, the restaurant is always fully booked. So we had a lot of people who come from Zwolle. They couldn't come in our restaurant, so that's why we thought we make a concept that looks a little bit like our Libraia, but then maybe
20 years ago.
We do a upgrade for this time, but the food and the drinks is just good food and easygoing, and yeah.
Sometimes we do a classic from the Libraia, from me. You can think of lollipops of goose liver that we had in the Libraia for 30 years ago. But you can also think of an egg with caviar. That's a thing that we sold thousands in the Libraia. Now we sell it here and on Bonaire and Curaçao. But also we have a classic dish from the Libraia, that's pike perch with syrup of apples, and we restyled it to 2023 in this restaurant, but we also styled it to the Caribbean with a perch from the sea there, and we make it in the same way, almost in the same way. And yeah, that's what we do. When you eat in the Caribbean and you eat here, then you say, yes, that is Jonnie and Thérèse. Stayed traveling, Asia, we went everywhere, but always came back to the Curaçao, Bonaire and Aruba.
Yeah.
That 3, we always came back. When we were in the south of America and traveling, Costa Rica, Panama, you name it, we always came back to those 3 islands. So we are coming there for more than 25 years, and Bonaire's the best.
Yeah, especially after Christmas, you know, when we had work a long time till Christmas, and always busy here in the Libraia. And then we took a break for 2 weeks, and always we go to the sun to get some vitamins and energy. And so yeah, and that's what we do for almost 30 years also. And then, yeah, we really like it there. It's really easygoing, and of course.
And then somebody came and he opened a resort there. He was building a nice resort on Bonaire, and he was calling us, will you do the restaurants there? And we said, yes.
Why not?
5 days later we were in the plane and we signed the contract. And now it's for 8 years there?
Yeah, we have that for 8 years. And we have done Boer, but we have also other little concepts there. This is really
on the resort.
On the resort,
we have Boer. That's the main restaurant. That's they were 5 times the best of the best 50 of the Caribbean, and that's the main restaurant. Then we have a beach bar, and we started it for easygoing, but after 2 years. It's a beach brasserie there, and now we have also a barbecue restaurant on the beach, And we have in the back of the resort, we have a seiner. That's an oriental concept that we have here.
Yeah, but we have
also here.
also. Next to here is also a seiner, but we will show you.
The manager over there is working for 10 years. The chef here worked for a lot of years here.
They all come from the Libraïa.
Yeah, we all schooled them in the Libraïa. So we have a lot.
Then we send them to the
in
restaurant.
30 years you get a lot of people, and my chef in the Libraïa is for 15 years with us, and her maître is almost 10 years with her.
Yeah.
And sometimes they get enough of it, and then we say, you want to stand on your own, or you want to rearrange something for us in the Caribbean? Because we have place. The chef in the Caribbean is also working 15 years for us.
Yeah.
And his sous chef also, and his sous chef
So
also.
we are one big family.
Especially on the islands, the staff was getting thinner and thinner. So we are now.
Yeah, difficult.
Yeah, it was very difficult to find. Not those who work so long with us, they stayed, but you always have more people are necessary to make what you want. And it's now for, I think, almost half year, 8 months, we are back on
Back on track.
same track. So we are very careful with to do
something
because
new.
they ask us in Africa, they ask us in Asia, just ask us in Switzerland, in the mountains. It's all very nice, but
we must
very
be sure
quiet.
that we have good staff to do this, because we can't do it alone. Dus we wait a little bit till we are sure that the market is okay and people want to work and all the corona is gone. Festival. Dus if there is a dish with cauliflower, then I will order it.
And you?
I don't have something I like. I like the seasons. I like the regions where we are. So it's a season here in Europe. When the asparagus are coming, then I can't wait to have one. But if I have 1 week 2 asparagus, I think go to the next one. Then the lambs are coming. Then the things from our gardens are coming. So I don't have special things that I like. Something to mention maybe. A good piece of turbot, prepared very well. That's very nice for me. And we were last week. We were in the Caribbean on Bonaire, and we went out fishing. We're fishing a lot there, and I catch with my new reel. I catch a queen snapper from I
that
think
was really good.
2.5, 3 kilos, and the queen snapper is one of the best. And we took it home. We took it home. We took it to the restaurant. There was last evening that we were there, and we gave it to the chef. Chef, this is what we want to eat tonight. It was beautiful.
Yeah.
People, they want to make a brand when they are 18. It's not possible. So yes, first you have to be to be a good chef. You have to be a good chef. You have to be a leader. You have to be a little bit creative.
And good in the operation.
And if that's so, yeah, then you can think when you are a genius idea, then you can think, you can talk with your wife, you can talk with your family. Can I do it?
Yeah, but and important is that the finance.
Yeah.
That's okay. We have some people in the back for us that they managing everything, and they say to us, this is okay, this is not okay, please do something about it, and that's great. That gives a lot of
young
peace.
people are mostly having people with money behind them, and that's not always good.
No.
Sometimes it happened, but it's not always good, because at the end they want to see money. So better is to do it yourself and build it slowly.
Yeah.
Slowly.
We did that.
We started
really small. We have a restaurant for 20 guests. He was in the kitchen, I was in the service, and we did all together. So now
and
we are now.
And we
I think
didn't have any penny.
No,
I had a BMW.
Yeah. I
It
have
was
nothing.
worth 10,000. She had nothing, and we went to the bank when we bought the restaurant, and they say no.
You have
And they
nothing,
say,
so we don't give you anything.
We have to. And one bank is say, okay, we're gonna do it, and within a few years we pay them back,
Yeah.
and then we start building. slowly.
But I think the first 15 years we didn't earn anything. Everything goes back in
Back in the
restaurants,
business, back in the restaurant.
in investments and things. But yeah, just the passion and the love you have.
With Thérèse, we traveled around really Europe, because in the world they hadn't Michelin then. We always traveling a lot to Spain, to France, to Germany. But every 3-star restaurant has a magic. And when I come in my own restaurant, I feel the magic. I feel it. I always nervous when people are coming in. It goes away within an hour. But that's the cooking. We have 25 chefs there, so it's detail. And here they have only 6 or 7 chefs, so it's more, but it's as good as it can be.
More easy, but it's a lot of details and a lot of service and the best of the best. And once a lady told me, I think it was a half year ago, she was sitting down in a restaurant and she said to me, when I'm here, I feel and I smell the 3 stars. Yeah, I think that's good.
Business, and
now
look at where they are now.
And they are also in the business. Our son is also a chef in the restaurant in Libraya, and Adore is working on Boer in the restaurant in the service. So they really like it also, because that's great.
So that was a great success, and we had a financial collapse in 2008. 11.
Yeah.
We built a new Libraya with a hotel, because we needed rooms, because in Zwolle there were no good rooms. And we bought the old prison, and we built a hotel in that. And they told us it should be around 6.5 million, but after 2 years we notified that it was 12.5. Yeah, and that was sick, because then we had I think 5-6 months we had a big problem with banks.
Yeah.
And
we needed money, but we couldn't get it.
They didn't give it, and but we made a plan, and with hard work, with a few years, we were on top again.
Yeah.
So we had a struggle, but
it was it was a hard struggle, but we learned from it. Really good. That's why we thought, when you start a business, please take care that also your finance and the people around you are good, and you have trust in them, and then you can do it.
Small restaurants, takeaways, everything is. This is a very nice place, but we are 20 minutes away from a village called Giethoorn. That was where I was born, where I met Thérèse, and that's the Venice of Holland. If people from Germany come there and they rent a boat and they go there, they go crazy. So that's my final answer.